Aster Yohanns, 2003 ورحت بري دكان بري كاب تمرتي على University of Phoenix Arizona استمرت بيربورت ما اسمه رقم بتحيزا بزيت فلت سوات بك خيرات كيدهم زعتوات سمينا زيا بزعما زفنت سب زراعة سب كبت إلا من فلت كحج لما نقستون ك استوعبوا وحسنات خطأتو ساقم كان جايب الله خبط نقرأ تبسي عدي مركز نبرة أمباسادر قرما اسمه رم تبهلن صحفن بقالن السنتر أمريكا وحسنات يبو كان التقلب 5 سنة عاقن ناي كيدي مسرح خايدو سقاع الجون بحق قناة عبيت فرجنا خطوة أدلون كم زيادة
My name is Nunu Kirane. I am the director of Priority Africa Network based here in Oakland, California.
And you met Aster?
I met Aster Yohanns the first time sometime in 2000. I can't remember the month. I do remember it was cold and we were having dinner and some guests here in my home in Berkeley, California. And she was one of the guests who came. She's an absolutely lovely person. She has a smile to die for. She's just sunshine. She's someone that you immediately feel an affinity for, charming, intelligent, just an absolutely lovely person. I met her at that one dinner for the first time, and then we just immediately bonded, me and some other friends who were here. And we continued to communicate when she moved to Arizona, which is where she was living and studying at the University of Arizona. I can't remember what it was that she was studying, but we invited her to come over and visit us again, and she did. I believe a couple of years later. So the first time was around 2000, so I'd say the second time she came must have been either late in 2001 or sometime in 2002. I do know that it was after her husband had been in prison, Aster Yohanns, along with his colleagues, had been put to jail. And there was a visible difference in her physical appearance. Her hair, which was short and coiffured very simply, had turned virtually white. Most of it was gray, and she had colored it a light brownish tone, but you could see the early signs of gray coming on. She was less engaged. She would continuously, endlessly talk about how much she missed her children. In fact, that was the recurring theme of her. In any condition, she would talk about how much she missed her husband and her children. She stayed with us at that time. We had a spare room downstairs where she was staying at night, but during the day she would spend it with us. She was just a completely different person the second time I met her from the first person that I knew her to be. She wasn't laughing anymore. One of her favorite music that I played was an opera singer, Andrea Bocelli, who sings so beautifully. And when I played that song, she'd just cry. I mean, just not cry wailing, but she would just sit there with her tears just dropping down and just inconsolable, her shoulders shaking. And it was just really sad to see her in that state. And she kept talking about missing her children, and I think she made a couple of attempts to bring her children here, or at least talk to people about attempting to bring her children here. I don't know how. But when that was no longer possible, then she said that she would consider going back. This was against the advice of all her friends, people who loved her, because we knew that the system of government that imprisoned her husband would not hesitate to imprison her, whether she knew anything or not. We knew that risk. Other people who know the system much better than I do had advised her very, very strongly not to go. My understanding, which is a bit of a hearsay, is that when she decided to go, she was given a guarantee from the then Eritrean ambassador to the United States, that nothing would happen to her. That if she missed her children so much, she should go and unite with her children. He facilitated her papers and gave her whatever necessary papers and travel documents that she needed to go back home. And of course, once she went, we know what happened to her. And eyewitnesses had told me at the time that, well, let me step back a bit. Before she left, she was so confident that she would see her children, she would be reunited with her children, because she had kept saying that it's like her children are orphans now. Their father is in prison and she was here. And she did not want to have her children be orphans. Zaktanat, koinom dekai, is what she was saying. It's like my children are orphans.
ሕጂ ኣበይ ከም ዘላ ዘረጋገፀልና ሰብ የለ ኣለዋታ እውን ኣይንፈልጥን ናይ ጥዕና ፀገም ከም ዝነበራ እውን ንፈልጥ ናይ ሕክምና እውን ፍቓድ ከም ዘይተዋህባ ንደቃ እውን ንሓደ ደቂቕ ንኽትርኢ ዕድል ከም ዘይረኸበት እታ ልዕሊ 12 ዓመት ተቓለስትላ ሃገር ደቃ ክትሓቅፍ ከም ዘይከኣለትን ኣብ መሬት ኣትያ ኣብ ቀይዲ ምስ ደቃ ክትራኸብ ዕድል ዘይምርካባ ዘሕዝን ኩነታት ከም ተፈጥረ እዚ እውን ኩሉ ሓፍተይ ጥራሕ ዘይኮነ ኣስተር ዮሃንስ ንኩለን ኤርትራውያን ከም ዘጋጠመ ኢና ንዛረብ ብፍላይ ንዓ ጥራሕ ኣይኮነ ተሓሳስበኒ ኩሉ ኤርትራዊ ኣደ ምዃኑ ክፍልጥ ደሊ
መን ትበሃል?
ኣነ ንእሽተይ ሓዋይ ኣብርሃም ዮሃንስ ይሽመይ ዝነብረሉ ቦታ ከዓ ፊኒክስ ኣሪዞና
So before she left, she used to call them twice a week, sometimes several times a week, and spend endless hours talking to them on the phone. And she did a lot of shopping. She must have taken so many luggages full of items for the children. She had a lot of friends in Arizona, American friends, like Libby Walker, who were absolutely wonderful human beings who were supportive of her, who helped her to do the shopping, paid for the extra freight of the luggage, whatever it cost. And from what we heard, she landed, I believe it was Lufthansa Airlines, she landed And before she could even gather her luggage, security forces called her and took her. And her children could see her from afar, and they were calling out for her. This could be hearsay. I wasn't there, but from what we heard, it was a heart-wrenching scene when she was so close to seeing her children, and she kept begging to just see her children once, to hug her children, who she had missed, had been separated from them for possibly 3.5, 4 years. And they wouldn't let her. They took her away. She was never seen again. And subsequently, some friends of hers asked what happened to the luggage. I believe it was 4 or 5 pieces of luggage full of things for the children that she had sent. Neither she nor any of the gifts that she had taken the children were ever given to them. And that was the last people heard of her.
Aster Yohanns ንእስነታ ንቓልሲ ዕምሪ ዝወፍት ኣስቴር ትማል ጓል ገድሊ ናበይ ዳብለት ሲእናያ ብገዛ ሲእናያ ብዓዲ ጠላማ ትረኺባ ገና ኣብ መንገዲ ኤረይ ግራት ዕንበባ ግራት ፊዮሪ ክንደይ ተበጀም ወፍ የምልክዕ ዕምሪ ኣብትናት ክኻጽሖ ኣብትናት ክቐጥሪ ኣይ ሓረኽን ለሕርያት መሪስ ክባ ምሩፃት ልዕለ ዕንቀ ወርቂ ምልምል ዕምባባታት ኣይነበረንዶን ሰላም ንጎደና ፍትሒ ብጻልታ ናጽነት ሓርነት ክጽሒ ሕልና ባዲሙ ሕልና መራሒ ግራት ዕምባባና በርቲዕና ቐስሒ ኣስቴር ልበ ቐልባ ብበዓል ቤታ እናተሻቐለ ጴጥሮስ ሰሎሞን ናበይ ኣበልዎ እናበለ ገጽ ደቃ ኽትርኢ ክትስዕም እናሃረት ኪንዮ ጸሎታ ወዝ ብታይ ረኸበት ስድራኣ ቓዚኖም ውላዳ ዘኽቲሞም ኣየቦ ኣየደ ሓዲግ ተሪፎም ንሱ ድዩ ትኢዳ ከርተታ ጻምኣ ስእል ትማል ተጠሊማ እምነት ተጐዲኣ ኣስቴር ሕጊ ሽፍታ ረኺብዋ ትማል ኽትረድእ መን ይረዲእዋ ከምቶም ዝቐደሙ ከይዳ ተዕንበባ ተኽሊ ወይኒ ኸይዳ ዘይኢዳ ረኺባ ይረይ ግራት ዕንበባ ግራት ፊዮሪ ክንደይ ተበጀም ወፍዮ ምልክዕ ዕምሪ ኣብትናትኪ ኻጽሖ ስለናትኪ ቐጽሪ ኣይ ሓረኽን ለሕርያት መሪስ ክባ ምሩፃት ልዕለ ዕንቀ ወርቂ ምልምል ዕምባባታት ኣይነበረንዶን ሰላም ንጎደና ፍትሒ ብጻልታ ናጽነት ሓርነት ክጽሒ ሕልና ባዲሙ ሕልና መራሒ ግራተይ ዕምበባ በርቲዕና ቐስሒ ኣታ ፈጣሪ ጊዜ ባህሉ ውጹዕ ዘድምጸሉ ዕምበባ ክኽፈት ደሚቑ ጠሊሉ ዘመኑ ባሃቦ ንዝተበደሉ ኣብየት ክንደይ ድዩ ሓቂቑ ክንደይ ድዩ ስኢኑ ዕምባባታት ደቁ ሰኣን ሓቂ ፍትሒ ተጨፍሊቑ ሰኣን ልውሂ ትሰላም መምርሒቑ ስእሊ ትማል ተጠሊማ ኣስቴር ክንዝክራይና ዘንቲ ዕለት ክትነብር ንዓኺ ምስቶም ዕምባባታት ኤረይ ኣብ ልብና ይኹን ፍቕርኹም ክንድሰም